Golf 1, Papa India Romeo.
The Papa India radio?
Golf 1, Germany 1.
G1PIR, good morning. 5 and 7, name is Peter, and we're at the Keith and Dustin Heritage Railway, thank you.
Yeah, very good. Morning, Peter. Thank you for the report. You're also 5 and 7 here in Manchester. Our name Dave, over.
Yeah, okay, Dave. Well, lovely to work here. Conditions on 40 seem to be changing, at least up this way. But that's normally a good sign for it becoming better for room to G. But lovely to catch you and get you in the lock, and thanks for the call. Golf 1 Papa India Radio, Golf Bravo 2 Kilowatt Delta Ready. Golf Bravo 2 Kilowatt Delta Radio, 73.
Yeah, 73, it's good luck, a special call.
Number 2 Echo 0 Golf India, listening and standing by.
30 Golf India, good morning. You're about 5 and 9. Name is Peter, and we're at the Keith and Dustin Heritage Railway, working into Dustin Town Station by Glenfiddich Distillery, thank you.
Sounds like a good place to work radio from there. Oh, there you go, Peter. Cracking signal, you're 5 and 9, plus just a little bit there. Name is Rob, Romeo, Oscar Bravo. Location's Warrington, Cheshire. And like I say, you're coming through 5 and 9, plus about 5 to 10 over there, so no problem at all, Peter. Good signal. Sounds like you got quite a pile up there, so I'll let you get on there. 2E0 GGI, back to you.
Yeah, okay, Rob. Well, lovely to catch you in the loft. And yeah, it is a nice location for operation. You got Glenfiddich to the right, and Albany just across the railway line. So plenty of choice. 7-3. We'll catch you later on. 2E0 Golf India, GB2 KDR. 7-3.
7-3. Take care. All the best.
QRZ Golf Bravo 2 Kilowatt Delta Radio.
M5AFG.
M5AFG, I think it was. Good morning. Name is Peter. We're at the Keith and Dustin Heritage Railway. And you're about 5 and 9, that's you.
Yeah, Roger, Peter. You're also 5 and 9. My name's Dave, Delta Alpha Victor Echo.
And can you guys hear me okay as well? Hopefully you can hear me and the radio.
So I'm just north of that by about 12 miles or so. There's a place called...
Cheers, thank you. Cheers, Nick.
J'attends ça bien également. Voilà, content de t'entendre.
It's crunching, isn't it?
Jean-Luc. Dave.
Maxwell, back to you. GB0 HBL G1PIR, over.
Yeah, G1PIR, GB0 HBL, yes.
Hey, John. Hello, Adam.
5-9, it's not plus
Nick.
there, Dave, but lovely signal.
And everybody else. Bear with me a second, lads.
7-3, GB0 HBL.
Got a cat behind me. You see him?
Golf 6 India, November uniform.
There he is.
Golf Bravo 1, Foxtrot Romeo.
He's not a wild boy, sadly.
November uniform.
Sorry, I wasn't quite
You want to sleep
with
up there, you? Good
PIR,
lad.
so let's go QRZ now.
Mike 0, Bravo Kilo Victor. Bravo 1, Foxtrot Romeo Tango.
I've got heard of Bravo Charlie Romeo.
There's quite an obituary from them. It was a much loved guy. Recently bought me a cup of tea, and
Rowley, Brian.
Okay, David, what I've written that down, the Reading Amateur Radio Society, another source that I'll...
Just to make you guys aware, it's... let me get to a quiet frequency for a second. It's railways on the air today in the UK, so a lot of activations of railway, heritage sites and things. Just once a year, I think. 40 and 80 will be the bands of choice today, I think, for most of them. Especially 40, so... it'd be nice to get a few of those in the log. So that'd be good. Going portable later, lovely, yeah. Yeah, cheers Adam, I thought I'd go live just for something to do. I've got plenty to do. I'm putting it off by going live. There we are. Hi Richie. Nice to see you, Richie. Nice to see you.
80 metres, 40 metres and 20 metres. Apex is at 12 feet.
Let's see if we can make some contacts then.
Same coax, and I'm not using any tuner.
Rowley, if only I had an antenna for 20 minutes, but I haven't. Not at the moment. I've only got a 40 metre dipole at home.
You got your friend there from the north of Ireland, so maybe you make some contacts into the north of Ireland, Hugo. But I live in the city, and my noise level on 80 metres is usually up around S9. It's not so bad on this band,
sorry.
But 80 metres is very noisy. Anyway,
So you're going portable with Richie. Okay, got you. Got you, mate. Okay. Well, enjoy yourself.
That does all the work. So I'll give you a better report in a minute. You sound like about 578.
Not relaxed QSOs at the moment, so I'm not sure if I was activating much so.
There is higher land around here, but this is a very good takeoff anyway. So, yeah, the local area is called Prospectic. And, so we have got the top of the hill just to one side of us, but we're in a good location anyway. Okay, well, we've got to get on, Ian. Thank you very much, and very good luck to your own...
Do you, Rowley?
On your own railway.
I wonder who that mystery person could be.
GB0HBL 73. QRZ, GB0HBL. Golf number 6, India. November uniform, G6 INU. Yeah, Golf 3 Yankee, Golf 3 Yankee.
Yeah, Golf 3, Yankee, Zulu, Yankee. G3YZY.
Yeah, G3YZY, excellent signal, go ahead.
Yeah, very good here. You're also 59 plus, lovely signal. Name is Howard. 6 miles north of Portsmouth on the south coast.
Crikey, he's close.
Waterlooville. So
to
good
me,
to hear you on today, and a bit of QRL
that guy's
on
about
frequencies, but
the guy coming back to him is about
so good signal.
20 miles from me. She's doing well. YZY.
Yeah, you're very good signal yourself. You're 20 over 9 on the meter. So,
my antenna, 40 metre dipole, inverted V, low, bent around the fence.
So thanks very much for the contact. Yeah, know where you are, and look forward to working you again. G3YZY, GB0HBL.
Yeah, very good, Cliff. You look after yourself. 73 for everybody there, and hope it all goes well. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Yes, thanks. Bye-bye. QRZ, GB0HBL.
Germany 5, Tango, Mike.
Romeo Tango.
Romeo Tango.
Hello, Cliff. Good morning to you. Golf Bravo 0, Helston branch line. This is Golf Bravo 1, Foxtrot Romeo Tango. Furnish Railway Trust, based here in Preston in Lancashire. Name is Mark. Mexico Alpha Romeo Kilo. And the Furnish Railway Trust is a charity. And
Michel m'éclate là.
40's quite good today, it has to be said.
Fox 4 Juliet, question mark. The call sign here is 2 Echo 0, India Golf Bravo. 2
0 IGB, over.
Charlie Bravo, Oscar Norway 4, Charlie Bravo, Greg, over.
Is that Oscar Norway 4? Thank you.
Zero, Golf, Whiskey, Golf, Portable, at Golf, Whiskey, 0034.
Frequency 1KCH, F is in use, thank you.
Is that for me, Mike Whiskey 0, Golf, Whiskey, Golf, Portable?
I think somebody's complaining he's a bit close.
Yes, okay, fine business there, Cliff, and thank you to you and everybody there at the Folders Club for putting on the Helston branch line there. And yes, member of the British Railways Amateur Radio Society here, and we're putting on the station this weekend. Okay, with that, I'll say 73 to you, Cliff, let you get on with it, and we'll go and find a frequency. GB0, Hotel Bravo Lima, Golf Bravo 1, Furnace Railway Trust. Bye-bye and enjoy the weekend, Cliff. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thanks very much, Mark. Bye-bye. QRZ, Golf Bravo 0, Helston branch line.
Germany 5, Tango, Mexico.
Papa Sierra Charlie, Papa Sierra Charlie.
Bravo, Mike Golf.
Mike 0, Papa Sierra Charlie.
Leuke dingen kunnen doen, hè? Dat
And these days, little tiny bit of action on 20 metres and a bump, but it's very sporadic. But it seems to be all day long on 40 and 80, so... un petit peu d'excitation, là.
C'est possible du...
Alien 5 on a call.
Okay, Golf Bravo 4 again. Yes, Golf Bravo 4, Mike Hotel Radio.
QSL, Golf Bravo 4, Mike Hotel Radio. Very good morning to you. Thank you very much indeed. I heard what 57 in there, 57, but quite readable. There is a lot of noise on the band coming and going from over a friend in the center of the solar system. So he's not very happy these days, but I copy you all okay. The name here is Hugo, Hotel Uniform Golf Oscar. Hugo is my name, and the QTH is a small village called Aina, Echo India November Alpha, 100 kilometers north of Oslo. So back to you, Golf Bravo 4, Mike Hotel Radio, Lima Alpha 5, Yankee Juliet.
Lima Alpha 5, Yankee Juliet. This is Golf Bravo 4, Mike Hotel Radio. Good morning to you. The tractors sometimes.
Most of them do get along quite quickly nowadays,
but generally I much prefer being out in the country. I would
Yeah, it lags about 15 seconds,
I've
but
been not a
there we
city
are.
boy at all. So there you go.
If I go like that, let's count it.
You've got to have something to moan about, haven't you?
and the weather.
Là, je suis désolé, Charles.
C'est Florida 4, Hôtel Québec, bravo. Appel 40, appel général La Bande 40 mètres.
Voor de YL en mezelf.
Yeah, it's about 20 seconds at least.
Afgelopen vrijdag de laatste payments
Hey,
gedaan,
ho.
zullen we maar zeggen. Dus dat is allemaal gedaan en geregeld.
And I should think I'm fairly strong with you being so.
Foxtrot 4, India Lima Hotel.
Foxtrot 4, India Lima Hotel 5 and 9.
Yes, QSL, good morning, Richard, thank you. You are 5 by 9 Oslo, Foxtrot 4, India Lima Hotel. I wish you a good weekend, Pota 73. Good day.
Lovely. Thank you for the 5-9 also. Thank you for calling in to Pota. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your weekend. I wish you 73. Bye-bye.
73, my friend, thank you.
Germany 5, Tango Mike. Golf 5 Tango Mike.
Golf 4 Tango Mike. Nice to meet you, Tim. 5 and 9. Recognise your name again. Back to you.
Hello Richard, Golf 5 Tango Mike returning to Mike Whiskey 0 Golf Whiskey Golf Portable. Hello Richard. I'll give you a report. I think you're about 5 and 7. I'll give you a report on your next over, Richard. Wondering whereabouts you're operating today, over.
Lovely. Good to catch you again, Tim, and thank you for the 5 and 7 if you go that way. Yeah, I'm located in Eland Valley, and it's right by a reservoir, the Eland Valley Reservoir, but not the main part. There's a little subsidiary bit where I'm located. It's not far from Ryder, which is spelled Romeo Hotel Yankee Alpha Delta Echo Romeo. And the weather in Wales today is quite pleasant, clear skies, little bit of wind, but I'm protected from the wind, so it's a nice pleasant day. A surprise all round in Wales, and it's not raining. That's you, Tim, and how's your day going?
Yeah, I'm good, Richard, thank you. Well, 5-8 for you, 5-8 by the way, no problem. Not bad, nice quiet start to the day. It's quite sunny down here, so we're having a nice quiet start with a few jobs to do later on, Richard. I'll let you carry on and get on your log, Richard. Well done on the activation. I hope you enjoy your day and get many in the log there. MW0 GWG Portable G5TM 73, and have a great day. Good luck. Yeah, 73 Richard, just to confirm the number's 5 by the way on the call. Golf number 5. No problem, no. 73, take care. Bye bye, take care.
Yankee Delta, Mike 6 WYD CQ.
Germany 5 Tango Mike.
Germany 5 Tango Mike, go ahead.
Yeah, nice to work you this morning. Name's Tim down in West Sussex. I think you're about 5'8", 5'9" down here. And a nice signal. M6 Whiskey Yankee Delta Golf 5 Tango Mike.
Yeah, good morning, Tim. Nice to hear you. Name is John, Juliet Oscar Hotel November. You're also 5'9", over.
Yeah, no problem, John. We've worked a couple of times before, I see. Nice to get you in the log, John. Whereabouts are you? What's the location?
Yeah, okay, Tim. I'm West Yorkshire and in the village of Holmfirth, over.
Holmfirth, West Yorkshire, no problem. Thanks, John. I'll let you carry on and get many more in your log. Thanks for picking me up. M6WYD G5TM 73.
Yeah, bye-bye, Tim. Thanks for saying hello. Bye-bye.
73.
On speech, so there we are. Probably running about a little bit more if I whistle it up, but let's just see how efficient that L was when it was renting on 40.
I'll go the same way. I'll go get some of that plastic coated multi-strand wire up here.
Morning, John.
So we're back for a final. You're 5'9". I'm on 0 BKB. B0 it should be on. 10-0 BKB. Thanks.
Ok pour les conditions, moi je suis avec Aïs.
Strong signal.
Now, we've been down to see her a few times and Bravo 2 Charlie, Papa Mike. I'll give you a signal report next over. The verbal celebration. Immediate license now. But you'd still have to inquire with the RSGB as to whether you can transmit from that particular part of the world there, Clive. Anyway, the band is sort of dropping out there. You come from like sort of 5 and 9 to 10 over, and you're dropping away down to your 5. Still perfectly readable, no problem at all. It's just that the band is starting to drop out a little bit in between us there.
This is Metroland Suburbia. You probably remember
Hiya, nice to see you. You too.
AXZ from 2E0IGB.
Okay, and 2E0IGB, G8AXZ. Well, that antenna's certainly working. You're peaking S9. You drop down to about a 7 for a little while. You know, the usual 40-meter QSB, so but no problem whatsoever. So a very good signal here into Derbyshire.
Yeah, I've written down my router and I'll look that up. I've got a list here of all the things I've got to look up. I've got to look up Auditing Britain on YouTube, and also the mystery antenna, because somebody just made contact using a mystery antenna. And I've heard of it, but I don't know what it is, so I'm going to go and investigate that when I get a minute later on. So I've got this list, which is gradually getting longer and longer. So I don't think I'm going to get away from the shack for some time by the sound of it. When I'm finished with the radio, I'll end up on the internet. But it's a wonderful thing to have. I mean, the ultimate hell for me
would be nothing to do.
5 days a plus vanuit op.
Band seems to be getting longer now. G seems to be dropping out a little bit.
And we're operating at the Helston branch line location today. Back to you, M7MTW, GB0HBL. GB0HBL.
Not quite as strong, are they? The G stations.
Now, I use 200 watts to get the equivalent signal as what I used to get off you. You know, if you run 20 watts, I would get the signal. It's nice and clean, clear, no distortion. And yeah, my name is Paul. I'm Peter's father. Pete just wanted to go and have a break, so we swapped operators. So we're located at Destin, and this is, of course, is the home of whiskey. So places like Glenfiddich and Mount Benny.
Hope you're all having a good day, by the way. Just a quiet stream today, just a little flick around, really. So nice that you can join me, thank you.
So it's a bit cold here today, but it is sunny. But it really is a nice location up here in Dufton, in the heart of whiskey. At one time, when this railway line was running for commercial use, it took the whiskey away down to England. So GB2 KDR, this is... no, I should give you a call first, sorry. G4 DBQ, this is GB2 KDR, is it?
Yeah, roger. GB2 KDR, G4 DBQ returning. I'll put the Lydia on now.
On there, put it at the end of the garden and fade it at the end of the garden where you had it before. If it didn't cause you no TVI, that's the way to go. Especially for like some
Mike 1, Delta, good morning.
Mike 1, Delta, live signal. Good morning to you. His name is Mike India Kilo Echo, and we're operating the Bideford Heritage Railway, located in Bideford, North Devon. I'll give you a call on the next over. So his name is Mike, and it's a lovely day from GB4BHR.
Yeah, hi Mike. Yeah, Nick is the name, N-I-C-K. Located in the Peak District in Eam, Echo Yankee Alpha, Mike. And yeah, quite a nice sunny day, a little bit of a breeze, but all okay. 5859 here, Mike, from the Bideford Heritage Railway. M1 triple D, over.
Yeah, okay, Nick, M1 triple D, wrong one, GB4BHR. Yeah, phone calls, G4KXQ. Yeah, got you on QRZ, got you on the log pointing towards Derbyshire, nice place for the world. Sun is out, we're locating from a railway carriage on the Bideford Heritage Railway, coach built in York in 1956. You're 5 and 9 plus 20, so nice loud signal on this beautiful Saturday morning.
10-1-D-D-D, GB4BHR.
Splendid. Thanks very much, mate. Well, have a great time. Nice looking carriage and station. Not a big, huge railway fan. My next door neighbour's involved with Peak Railway, which runs out of Darley-Dale in Derbyshire and down to Matlock, but he's not a ham radio
put that call into QRZ.
Maybe I ought to get a bit of a station on there one of these days. Right you are, Mike. Just give us your work to Britain if you don't mind, and then I'll be off. Cheers and beers and have a good weekend.
Roger. Yeah, we're Sierra 42. Cheers out.
Roger, Sugar 42. I'm Sugar Kilo 27 if you're collecting. Cheers, Mike. Have a good one. Thank you.
Yeah, cheers, Nick. Have a good day. Enjoy the lovely weekend. And many thanks. QRZ from GB4BHR.
Golf 5 Tango Mike.
Golf 5 Tango Mike. Good morning to you. My name is Tim from GB4BHR. Name is Mike India Kilo Echo, and we're operating Bideford Heritage Railway for Railways on the Air this morning. Give you a report on the next over. Golf 5 Tango Mike, GB4BHR.
GB4BHR, G5TM. Hello Mike. Yes, you got the name Tim, that's correct, down in West Sussex near the town of Bognor Regis. You're 5'9", Mike, occasionally peeking over the 9 QSL.
Roger, QSL, yeah, many thanks. Yeah, we're locating 100 watts into a dipole operating from a railway coach on the Bideford Heritage Railway. The coach was built in York in 1956, and so we're located in Bideford on the north coast of sunny Devon. Back to you, Tim. G5TM, GB4BHR.
Yeah, very fine, Mike. I'm running 100 watts here as well from a 7300 and a sort of low inverted V dipole. So there we go, doing the job, aren't we? 100 watts to 100 watts. And lovely, yes, I've been to Bideford before many moons ago when I was about 10 years old. I went for a family holiday to Westward Ho and visited places like Bideford and Clovelly and Appledore and Northam, so I know exactly where you are, and Ilfracombe as well, so I know exactly where you are, Mike, and a lovely part of the world it is too. I wish you well and have a great activation and an enjoyable weekend on the Railways on the Air, and thanks for picking me up, Mike. GB4BHR, G5TM, Mike 73, and have an enjoyable weekend. Thank you.
Yeah, Roger, Tim. Yeah, thanks for the call, and enjoy the weekend yourself. And 7-3 is right. QRZ, GB4BA.
Morning, Andy. Hi, Robbie. Thanks for the report, mate.
Okay, Joseph.
Dave's Trad Music, and lovely story to listen to you of.
300 radio. Back to here to Whiskey 0, Foxtrot Golf Bravo 0, Hotel Bromley. GB08 Sierra Single. Thanks for that, Cliff.
Yeah, working conditions here are an IC 7300, 50 watts into a very random end left. Over.
Random, I think you said, over.
Roger.
Yeah, okay. Roger for that. And thank you very much for making the contact today. Whiskey 0, Foxy Whiskey, GB08BL, now off and clear, and wish you all the best, and QRZ.
Mike 1.
Golf 5 Tango Mike.
2 Echo 0 Bravo.
Golf 5 Tango Mike.
Cam Y, over.
Good morning, Golf 0.
Lloyd, guys.
Yeah, got it now.
That's no problem there. Right, go and get yourself a cup of tea, pen and paper, and one thing and another. Now I'm going to go and replenish my cup and all. Thanks for giving us a shout. I did shout you earlier on, but
À tout hasard, et appelle les deux pays.
Mike 1, Delta.
Germany 5 Tango Mexico.
0, Bravo, Mike, Golf. GB08BL, over.
Yeah, hello, Cliff.
how you doing? M1 Triple D, name is Nick, N-I-C-K, in North Derbyshire, in the village of Eam, Echo Yankee Alpha Mike.
Morning, Callum.
Plus, over.
Yeah, 59 plus you also, Nick, so thanks very much for the contact today. 2M1 Triple D, GB0HBL.
Roger, from Mike 1 Delta. Just a quick break on your work till Britain Square, if you know it, Mike. Mine Sugar Kilo 27. Back to you, go ahead.
Yeah, Sierra Whiskey 63, over.
Roger, well, thanks very much indeed for that. Enjoy the pile-up, and thanks so much for putting the special event station on. Just taking a read of your of the QRZ page. Cheers, Biz. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thanks very much, Nick. QRZ GB0HBL.
2 Echo 0.
Germany 5 Tango Mike.
0 Bravo Mike Golf.
There's probably more than one of them out there, but I am hearing 2 Echo 0, but I can't catch the suffix, over.
2 Echo 0 Bravo Mike Golf. 2 Echo 0 Bravo Mike Golf.
Yeah, 2 Echo 0 Bravo Mike Golf. Nice and clear when you're in the clear there. Name is Cliff. Fox members of the Poldramas Radio Club operating at the Helston Branch Line Railway today, and they get all our information on QRZ, of course. And thanks for making the call. Back to you, 2E0 BMG GB0HBL.
GB0HBL 2E0 BMG returning. Yeah, the name here is Bill Bravo India Lima, and my QTH is Colchester in the county of Essex, and you're 59 plus 20. 59 plus 20. Cliff, Roger.
Yeah, thanks for the 59 plus 20, Bill. You're 59 on the dot there, 59, and we are running 400 watts against your 50, so your presumed 50. So very, very good from your direction there. Very nice when you're in the clear there, out of the hash of the pile-up. So thanks very much for the call today, Bill. Back to you for a final 2E0 BMG GB0HBL.
Yeah, GB0HBL 2E0 BMG returning. Yeah, all copied there. Yeah, the band's good when it's good, but when it's bad, it's just bad. But good luck with the special call, and there's quite a few calls on there for you, Cliff, so I won't hold it. 73s and good luck, mate.
Okay, thanks very much for that, Bill. Cheers. This is GB0HBL. Before you all come piling back, let's see if there's any mobiles or genuine QRPs there, over.
Golf 3, X-Ray Kilo Tango Mobile.
XKT Mobile, go ahead.
Yeah, very good morning to you there. My name is Tony, and we're near Nottingham at the moment there. 5 and 9 there, 5 and 9 from Golf 3 X-Ray Kilo Tango Mobile.
Yeah, Golf 3 X-Ray Kilo Tango Mobile. A bit variable on the return there, but about 5 and 7 there, Tony. I believe you said you're in...
Let's try 5 watts. We've got QRP. You're my witness, I've gone to 5 watts, okay? Look. Alright, you can see it on the display there. 5 watts.
Yeah, okay there. I didn't get the report there. My report here was 5 and 9, yeah, 5 and 9. The 5 and 7 report. We're about south east of Nottingham, a village called Fox Range. But 73 there. Can I just say that if there's any work or business stations about, I'll be on 7.157. 73 to you there, GCXKT Mobile.
Okay, thank you, Tony. GCXKT Mobile, GB0HBL, Oxford. Any more mobiles or genuine QRPs, over?
Golf 5 Tango Mike, QRP. Golf 5 Tango Mike, QRP.
Quite a bundle there. I heard what sounded like a continental voice with X-ray, so it may not be a mobile or QRP, but we'll take him. Station with X-ray, please. Delta Lima 2 Juliet X-ray, Delta Lima 2 Juliet X-ray. Is that the correct call sign, over? Okay, DL2JX, not too strong with me. About 4 and 5. There is to
hope I've got your call right. I have DL2 Juliet X-ray, so I hope that is correct. And your 5 and 5.
He's doubling with him now.
Charlie Lima India Fox Fox. And QTH is southwest of England, southwest of England. Back to you. DL2JX, DB0 HBL. WAB squared, Sierra Whiskey 63, over.
Ooh, I think I'm going to spin the dial.
And it hangs from a couple of 45 foot.
Halfway to Dockers.
I think it's going to brighten up. Good.
Yeah. Well, we got, it's probably the same countrywide pretty much. We got quite nice bright sunshine. It looks a bit cloudy out there. Next while, just outside on the back having a sit reading the paper and just thinking what to do for the day. I'll probably just take it easy and pick off a few chores, I think, paper chores up in the shack. Just catch up with a few bills or whatever, I think. Robbie, just a quick break on the aerial there. What's it? You say you got a new aerial?
Hotel Bravo 9, Charlie Victor Quebec, Hotel.
Christchurch used to have a folk festival, I seem to remember. I'm sure I've been.
I might do in a minute, Fritz. We'll see. I'm really in a CQ mood today. I don't know what it is. I just prefer to spin the dial and see what's about, you know.
Obviously, you and your crane, 7-3 for now.
Cheers, Joe. 73s, Golf Bravo 0, Echo Oscar Romeo, QRZ. Papa Alpha 3 only, please go
That
ahead.
sounds like Sid.
Papa America 3, please try again.
I got a feeling that's Sid. G1SDK on the key there.
Papa Alpha 3, Echo Yankee Foxtrot, Golf Bravo 0, Echo Oscar Romeo. Very good morning to you. My name is Sid, Sierra India Delta, and you're a weaker signal to me. You're picking 553 there from the Netherlands. I wish you a very good day, and microphone back to you. Papa Alpha 3, Echo Yankee Foxtrot, Golf Bravo 0, Echo Oscar Romeo. Over. Thank you very much for the contact. I wish you a good weekend. Bye-bye. Coming back to the call, copy, you're using QRP 10 watts there, and that's why you got a lower signal. Thank you for the contact. 73s. The November Sierra. November. November.
No, I didn't, Andy. No.
Called and nice and loud and disappeared in the QSB. Name is Mike India Kilo Echo. We're calling CQ.
Standing by for any call. CQ.
Is he?
CQ.
I didn't know.
Golfer 0, Bravo, Florida, Japan. Golfer 0, Bravo, Foxtrot, Juliet, calling CQ. Golfer 0, Bravo, Foxtrot, Juliet, calling CQ.
I'll try and work this guy now. We'll try 160 then. Golf 5, Tango Mike. Thank you. Golf 5, Tango Mike.
Yes, a very good morning, Golf 5, Tango Mike. My name's Brian. I'm at QTH Huddersfield in West Yorkshire.
And you have a lovely 5 and 9, over.
Hello, Brian. Nice to meet you this morning. You're 5'9" as well. Name here is Tim, as in Tango India Mike. I'm down in West Sussex, Brian, near the town of Bognor Regis, and you're 5'9" as well, over.
Yes, okay, Tim. That's lovely, 5 and 9. And I'm just trying to find a little spot somewhere near 160 without causing too much trouble. But the band's very busy this morning with stations from all over, including Europe. Hi. And there we go. Not a bad day. It's dull and overcast, but at least it's fine and dry. And I'm just killing an hour before I go for the flu jab. Hi. So there we go, Tim. I wonder, Tim, if you know your work to All Britain Square. I'd love to put that down in the log if you know it. Back to you, 5 and 9. G5 Tango Mike, G0 BFJ.
G0 BFJ, G5TM. Okay, Brian. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I'll give you my square. It's Sierra Uniform 90, Sugar United 90, Brian. And WX here today is a nice, crisp and bright early autumn day. Probably around 18 degrees or something, Brian, I think. It feels like that anyway. Hope you got that. Sierra Uniform 90, QSL.
Yeah, that's lovely, Tim. No problem at all. Sugar Uniforms 90. If you collect, and there we go. So yeah, we'll see what today brings, Tim. May go the other way, so we're crossing our fingers and hope that we get some sunshine, over.
Yeah, Roger, Brian, no problem. Brian, no, I'll let you carry on. There's a bit of QRM on the frequency. I'll let you carry on and get some more in your log, Brian. Good to work you, mate, and nice to pick me up there. G0 BFJ, G5TM, 7-3. Have a great one.
Appreciated you coming back to the call there. Catch you later there. Take care and stay safe.
7-3, Brian. Thank you. And that, folks, is why I don't call CQ. Sadly.
She was a terror. They would never have in their
I would love to speak to you folks. I'm afraid there's somebody out there who's rather intent on not allowing me to on the stream, which is a shame, isn't it? Okay, Nick, thanks for the report, and thanks, Callum, for that. Hello, Jonathan. Morning, Neil. Just a shame, isn't it? People want to do that sort of thing, you know?
100 watts, and I'm using the mystery antenna, over.
All right, Stu. Well, it's working.
That's Stu. Hello, Stu. You're booming in here. No, I won't hang on that frequency, Stu. Just in case. Okay.
We've got Mike 0 India Quebec Golf, Mexico 0 India Quebec Golf. Is that correct?
Bye-bye.
Cheers, Chris, I'm back. Thank you.
Bye-bye. QRC, GB0XBL.
Okay.
It's just about 4 of us here running this event for Railways on the Air. There's also...
Yeah, same here, Nick. Honestly, mate, we're good to work you. Let's try a frequency, and we'll give it a couple of goes. Hey, hello, my friend in Germany. So 182 is busy. Somewhere 185. Try 192. No. Yeah, good to work you, Richard. Nice to work you, mate. There's Mr. Gunter. Just Market Reef. Bet it's Market Reef, isn't it? Who's on 142 then? I might call on 142. Well, go on then, Callum. Give it a shot, mate. If anything happens, at least we make the contact. So give it a go. I'll monitor 142 if you want to try it, Callum. Yeah, Callum, G5XDX, G5TM. Yeah, I'm hearing you, Callum, above the moron. You're about 5 and 7, 5 and 8, Callum, if you're taking me over.
Roger, you're 5'9 plus, Tim, 5'9 plus, only on the second shack in the workshop, so about 70 watts on OC 430.
Yeah, no problem, Callum. I've got you. You're in the log, Callum. 5'9 on your last. I won't hold it for obvious reasons. 73, have a good one. Take care. Thanks for the contact, mate.
73, enjoy the rest of the day. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye. Right. I think it's probably best that I end the stream, or certainly end the radio part of it anyway, I think, because there you go. Yeah, thanks for the contact, guys. Thanks for the reports. I really appreciate you taking the time. Let me just go into... it'll look a bit horrible. Just got to go into OBS and just kill the radio. Bear with me. Right, let's do it.
G5STU portable.
Okay, Stu, for a quick one. G5STU, G5TM, 5'9".
Yeah, 5'9 on the nose with me, Tim. I've just tuned into your live stream there. I heard you talking to Brian. Great signal today, Tim. I'm out portable at full. Just running a mystery antenna on the 7300, over.
Oh, lovely, Stuart. Yeah, well, and mystery antenna, what's that then? I think I've heard of that one, over.
Yeah, I think it's called the W5JI or similar. Just search for mystery antenna. It's like a G5RV, but it's got some coax on the two main elements, Tim, over.
Oh, okay, brilliant. I'll have a look at that one. Okay, mate's doing a fine job for you. I won't hold it, Stuart. We've got a bit of, the usual happening here. But I wish you 73, mate, and it's nice to get you in the log, Stuart. And have a good day. You've got a nice day for it. G5STU, G5TM. Take care and enjoy yourself, Stu. 73.
Yeah, thanks for taking the call, Tim. It's certainly a great day for radio out here. 7-3.
Take care. Bye-bye. Right, guys, I'm not going to cause any pollution on the airwaves, so I'm just going to kill the radio. And we'll do that. Now, hopefully you still hear me if I do that. So, there we go. So, I think you can still hear me. Bear with me. Sorry, it's a bit upside down here, chaps, so best bear with me a moment. Put M1MM up. There you are. Okay, I'll just leave that. That's going to go off, but that's fine. Hopefully you can still hear me anyway, can you? We've got the webcam from the computer. It's pants, really. You can see it's a mess behind me at the moment. So hopefully you can hear me anyway. Shame, isn't it? I wanted to have a nice little spin around, but hello, Ray. How you doing, mate? My good friend Ray, Raz229. There's a guy who... I got back into radio in about 2017 after an awful long time. I can take this off now, can't I? I got back into radio in 2017 after an awful long time away from it. And now Ray's an 11 metre guy and PMR guy. And if you want to look at the definition, no, the dictionary definition of the word dedication, can't say that after a few whiskies, you'll find Ray, because what Ray does, rain, wind or shine, that guy is up a hill running a net every Thursday night, covering the whole of the south coast. And sorry, Andy, I know, mate, but I'm not going to give anyone currency or the joy of doing stupid things like that on the air, because it'll ruin it for other people as well. So, and Andy, I'm sorry, mate. Maybe I'll do it later when I'm not streaming or something. I'll drop you a message or something on Messenger. We'll do something like that, mate. Sorry. But going back to Ray. Ray's up... I tell you, he's up there in the snow, in the wind, in the hail, in the sun. He's up there all the time. And I came back into the hobby in 2017, and I joined the Charlie Tango forum. and I saw there was a net, a regular Thursday night net, which was on FM in those days, just purely on FM, on 2781, you know, legal FM. And Ray was chairing it, and I went up to a high spot, and there was only about 7 or 8 of us in the net. It was lovely. It was good fun. And it's thanks to Ray, really, and people like him, that not only does 11 metres still survive today, and by the way, the operating standards you'll find in those nets is bloody good. You know, it really is. He chairs it. He has about 30, 40 stations sometimes on there. He passes it around, keeps people going, and he's just dedicated to it. And he's a credit to the hobby. He really is. And it was thanks to Ray and people like him that I stayed in the hobby when I came back. I'll be honest. And yeah, you know, so I've got to say that, and he'll be embarrassed if I say that, you know. But Ray knows, and a lot of people on the south coast, from Kent over to Dorset way, Hampshire, further afield, they'll tell you the job that he does, and he still does it. You know, he still does it now. He's still up there. I think he does Monday nights PMR. Not sure if he still does that. And it's thanks to people like Ray that that radio, we'll call it radio, as a hobby, is still going and still thriving. Because, you know, he allows the people at home who can't hear many people because of QRM, especially on 27 megahertz, to hear other people on high ground and work them. And it just brings the thing alive again. And yeah, so good on you, Ray, and I hope you're keeping well, mate. So there we go. It's a shame about the QRM. Nice to hear the band open though. 40 meters is doing nicely, and that's really, really good to see. Haven't made any videos recently. You know, I work in the field of education. We're in the latter part of September, so you can only imagine how busy the whole sector is at the moment. So I'm not really involved, and I haven't got time, I should say. I'm working, you know, long hours at the moment, and got family stuff to do, as we all have, of course. Stuff around the house. I haven't got time to do an awful lot anyway at the moment. So there we are. That's just how it is. But I'll get back in the saddle. I've got CQ Worldwide coming up, of course, in about a month, which is always good fun. So I'll be putting up a vertical to hopefully cover 20 through 10 meters. Keep the dipole up for 40 and have a bit of a laugh. If I can get out portable, I will. But there's lots of things happening at the moment which may preclude that from happening. Yeah, and yes, good point. Ray still does PMR on a Monday, looking at the chat. And Stu, yeah, absolutely. Ray, the other Ray, and Neil, who also chaired the same, or helped to chair, co-chaired, if you like, the same net that Ray runs on a Thursday. He used to live down this way, Neil, and he went up to high ground up in Berkshire with an Antron or something similar. I think he used to run, and God, what a signal he was. And you know, we used to work from the south coast up to Yorkshire, and those who aren't in the UK, that's a couple hundred miles on 11 meters, smack in the middle of solar minimum, in the depth of winter. You know, you're 9 o'clock on a December night, it's freezing cold, literally. You've got 4 layers on, you're freezing your nuts off, and people like these guys are up on hills making it happen for other people. And not just that net, there's other nets as well. All of, you know, there's about 3, 4, 5 big nets on 11 meters every week on mid-block, most of them, and that's the legal sideband frequencies, including the Thursday one in the south, and they do a fantastic job. And they brought many people through. You know, do you not have to go on to do a ham license? I did. People like Kevin, M0KCV, Stuart, M0OVG, the other Stuart, M0TTQ. These are just guys off the top of my head. There's others. If I've missed you out, I'm sorry, but there's so many people who have gone through that net that I used to be part of, and they've gone on and got their license, which isn't compulsory. It doesn't mean to say you're any better an operator, but it just shows that, you know, we've been inspired to do it by people like Ray and Neil and the other Ray and others as well. I know guys and ladies who are very happy to stay on 11 meters, and if that's what they enjoy, that's fantastic. It's radio. Andy, yeah, it's great fun. We love radio. Yeah, there we go. That's what it is. Absolutely right. So that's the plan. CQ Worldwide. If I can get out portable, I've had... Hang on. Hopefully you're still hearing me okay. Let me just spin the chair. This place is a disgrace at the moment. Excuse me a moment. I've got paper and books everywhere. Here we go. I'm not going to show you my address. There we go. Now this is a box I've had. You can see this. This is a box I've had from a friend of mine, Colin MM0OPX. And do you think I can find a knife to open it with? I probably will need a knife. I haven't even got scissors here. But in here, he's provided me, and I've given him a little bit of money for it, obviously. A transformer, 56-1, I believe it is. Now, if you haven't seen Colin's channel, search for, I'll put it on the chat, MM0OPX. Now, Colin has done an absolute shed load of research on... no, I'm going to have a hernia if I try that without a knife. I'll do that later. And I will do a video on it. He's done an awful lot of research on end-fed half-waves. By an awful lot of research, I don't just mean he's plugged a few in and see what happens. He's made so many different variants of it using... Let me just move the mic. Sorry if this creates a noise. Using a variety of cores, configurations, stacks, windings. He's checked the efficiency of them, and he's come up with a design, which is what I've got from him here, which has around 80 to 85% efficiency, if I'm right in saying that. And if Colin, if you're watching this now, or if you watch it on repeat, it's just in case you do, mate. If I'm wrong, put it in the comments and I'll pin it, right? But the efficiency is above 80% across all four, because if you use 66 foot of wire, you'll get 40, 20, 15 and 10. 40 is a half wave and then the others as harmonics, okay? As a full, a 1.5 and a 2 wave. Now what you'll find is if you buy an off-the-shelf 49-1, especially the small ones you get, the LDG ones I suspect are like this. And I think they're 140 to 43 toroids in there. Now they'll be fine on 40 meters, they'll be okay on 20. Once you go up to 15 and 10 meters, a lot of people complain that their end-fed half waves are crap. And they are. The efficiency drops off markedly. I think Colin saw figures of 6 dB. So that means basically you're losing 3/4 of your power. So you're not putting out 100 watts, you're putting out 20-something watts on 10 meters. All right? Now the design he's got has efficiencies in the 80s across all four of those bands. So what I'm trying to say in a very long-winded way is I'm looking to if I'm going to go out portable for CQ Worldwide, is to use his transformer and probably just stick it on a spider beam pole about 1 meter or 2 up, run a 10-meter wire up it, and get 20 and 10 meters. 10 meters, if you've seen any of my previous videos, will be a full wave. Not quite as good as a half wave for DX, but not terrible. And because you don't need any radials, you just stick it in, stick it on the pole, put the wire up, plug your coax in, away you go. And you should get a good tune on 20 meters and 10. Sure, a monoband LC circuit would be better for the half wave, but then you don't get the harmonics. So, and by better, we're not talking by massive difference. We're talking fractions, okay? So I'm looking forward to trying his design. I'll probably try it out at home as well. I just haven't had the time to... I've not even had the time to drive 10 minutes down to the beach and operate mobile, which is a shame. But there you are. That's how it is. Just looking at the chat. Good morning to Nicholas. A couple of people arranging a chat. The M5JFS and Andy. Go for it, boys. Nathan, good morning. Sierra Papa Delta Tango Delta Lima. When you use your mag mount, do you still keep the rubber at the bottom? Yes, I do, and it doesn't affect the earth. It doesn't affect it. Tim does an unboxing, whatever next. I did stop. I was tempted to do one, but I thought, no, I'm not going to do that. Andy, I got to go 73. Hi, Andy. Take care, mate. No, you're lovely to see you again. Nicholas, yes. Nicholas, you've seen those videos, they're excellent. So check out his channel, MM0OPX. What I might do as well, another video I might do in the next month or so. Like I'm only a small channel. I got about 8,500 subs, which is nice. I'm proud of that, but I'm not a big channel. You know, I'm not like sort of Lewis Ringway or Tech Minds who've got 50-odd thousand, and then you've got the guys in the States who've got 100,000 plus. And they're probably never going to get to that. That's fine. But there are some channels who have got maybe less than 1,000 or maybe 1,000 and something. A bit like Collins. I'm not sure how much Collins got. Maybe 1.6 or something he's got. I might be wrong. A lot of guys are putting really good content out there and putting a lot of effort out there. And I want to show a few of those channels to you, only because I enjoy them and probably you watch them. But obviously there's a few that don't. So, or maybe I just haven't come across them, you know. And there's about 5 or 6 I can think of on the top of my head that I genuinely think produce really good content. I put a lot of work into producing the content as well. So I'll do something on those guys as well, only because I like to spread the word, you know. And if you can think of any channels that I haven't heard of, then let me know, because you know we all like enjoying watching the same sort of thing, don't we? Oh, thank you. It took me 2 years. Yeah, it took me about that time. It took me longer actually to get 1,500 subs. You're doing very well. The lockdown was a big benefit for me and a lot of YouTube channels and a lot of media in general, really, wasn't it? So my subs sort of climbed a fair bit in that part of 2020. So yeah, it does take a while, but two years to get 1,500 subs in the ham radio genre, if you like, is actually pretty decent. It really is a good effort, to be honest. You're quicker than it took me about 3 years, maybe 3.5 years to get that. Nathan, I've got less than 100 subs as a fair reflection of my content. Well, you know, I found the first 1,000 subs was the hardest one to achieve. There must be something. I mean, there must be something somewhere in the algorithm or the YouTube world where you get to about 1,500 subs, 2,000 subs, and suddenly the climb gets bigger. But you've got to keep feeding the beast. I mean, if I don't bring out a video for about a week, then I have less than 1,000 views a day across all my videos. I've got 200 videos. So if I don't bring out a video for a week or two, like I haven't now, I haven't brought one out for about 12 days, something like that, I'm getting about 800 views a day. Now, when I'm bringing out a video, in the first 24 hours, that video will probably get 2,000 views by itself. But after about 36 to 48 hours, you'll find suddenly it'll climb and then it'll just plateau and it'll just amble along then like the others. So really, if you want to keep your channel, that's why a lot of people produce so much content, not because they do it because they know if they don't bring out a video within 72 hours of another one, their views will plateau. So a lot of people are bringing out, on average, say 2 to 3 videos a week because they need to keep feeding the algorithm, you see. So you can really go down a rabbit hole with YouTube. You can get so wrapped up in just doing the numbers thing. And I've been guilty of that. I think nearly everyone has to a degree. But what I'm trying to do now is just, I think work has done me a favour. It's made me think, well, hang on, let's just look at doing stuff you enjoy doing. So it may only be 2 or 3 videos a month, and it might just be on stuff that I enjoy doing. But if it means I get less views or whatever happens, whatever, you know. So there we are. Nicholas, I backed most of Colin's measurements. They are correct, and I can say there's a hell of work to wind that much course. Yeah, it is. Yes, maximum respect. So, unlike Numbnuts here, who gets on a piece of modelling software and runs a few things through spreadsheets, which can be time consuming. But frankly, I'm a nerd, so I like numbers. You know, yeah. El Sado. Colin has been in a workshop and he's been making these things. You know, he's not just been looking at theory like, you know, me. He's been out there doing it. And he's been testing it. And I would recommend you look at his channel, MM0OPX. and look at the videos he's been doing on end-fed half waves. For me, alongside Steve Ellington, who you may not have heard of as well, you may have, who is kind of probably the most well-known YouTuber on end-fed half waves, one of the leading authorities on them. Along with him, I would put Colin right up there with him. So check out Colin's stuff. Nathan, YouTube is fun. I'm not trying to make a career out of it. Absolutely. You never will. I mean, if you're going to make a career, if you're going to make a living out of YouTube, what's a living these days? What's a livable income these days? Minimum £1,000 a month? Do you reckon? I don't know. If you've got kids, a mortgage, rent, probably more, isn't it? 1,500? Well, if you want 1,500 quid a month from YouTube, you probably would need to be just equating it roughly to a sub count. It's on views, but if you're looking at a sub count as an indication of whether a channel is making a fair whack, you're probably looking at having near to 100,000 subs. So unless you're on 6-figure subs and you're bringing out 2 or 3 videos a week, you probably aren't earning enough to pay for a mortgage, stroke rent, the bills, and food and stuff for your kids. I mean, it just can't be done, you know. So you know, the idea that people who are on 10,000 subs and bringing out a couple of videos a week are on stupid money is nothing. I'm not going to tell you how much I'm on, but from YouTube, but it's. I'm not moaning, you know. I'm not in it for that, but it's enough to buy the odd thing for videos, and I don't mean FTDX 10s. I mean the odd bit of wire and transformers. You know, there we are. Nicholas, beside that, he is super nice and funny. That'd be Colin, I presume. Yes, he is. He's a very nice guy. I've spoken to him a couple of times on the air, had a few Twitter conversations with him on DMs. I'd love to get him on the channel and have a little chat with him, either on a premiere or a live stream or something. That'd be interesting. Stu, unless you have great sponsors, well, yeah. I think that's probably more of a thing maybe over in the States, Stu. I think there's people over there like Gigaparts and Radiodity and DX Engineering or people like that, I suppose, Chameleon. And I can think of a particular channel that, I'm not going to say who it is, who is in the States. No, he's not in the States. No, maybe, yeah. Not in Britain either. Who seems to have very much taken on board a certain manufacturer as part of his content. I'll leave it at that. What else have we got? I think many of them get more from sponsorship and affiliate links. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Oh, good luck to them, you know. Nathan, Team G5TM brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends. You're going to have to explain that one to me. I'm too old to know what these things mean. I mean, my knowledge of popular culture, if that's what it's relating to, is stopped at the Spice Girls, to be honest. There we are. Yeah. Ah, Nicholas, thank you. Right, okay, so it's a shame. I wanted today to be a little look at 40 metres. There's obviously somebody who's, you know, there we are, doing what they're doing. It's a shame, isn't it? It doesn't bother me, to be honest. I can go on 40 metres at any time and have a bit of fun. I just wanted to share what I was doing. I wanted to promote Railways on the air, to be honest with you, as well. There's a lot of folks out there who are putting a lot of time in to make this happen, who enjoy what they do, who get out and activate these heritage sites and railway places and museums and things. And I just thought I'd play my part in highlighting it, really. But there we go. That's how it is. All right then, guys. I'm going to... is 40 metre dead then? No, it's not. It's alive, and unfortunately alive with some of the wrong things. But there we are. We won't go into that. Okay, right. I thought I'd just pop on. I wish he's 73. I'm not going to waffle anymore. I'm going to have a cup of coffee now because I'm all parched. Alvin the cat is over in the... If I duck out the way, you might be able to see... If I move this mic out of the way. Hang on. You might be able to see... like a Moses basket over there. Can you see that? Alvin is in there. Now, unfortunately, if you don't know, Alvin is very ill. He's only 4, but unfortunately he's been diagnosed with hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, which is where his heart muscle is thickening up to the point at the moment where the left side of his heart is hardly working, and he's breathing very quickly. He's basically turned in from a 4-year-old, vibrant, sort of still very young, playful cat, and in the course of about a month over the summer, he turned into an old boy. You know, when you have a really old cat, 15-year-old cat or something, he or she would basically just wander around the garden a bit, sleep a lot, eat, and just not be very active and not want to do much. Well, that's Alvin, which is very sad to see. We think we've got a few months left with him, so very sad indeed, actually. But there we go. He's having a nice time. He's in the shack with me, and he's having a nice sleep in his basket. That Moses basket was my daughter's when she was a child, and we were probably going to free cycle it, but then the cat found it, so it's his now. So there we are. There you go. Just a couple of last comments. Nicholas, you said you are a nerd and you like numbers. Will there be a video where you check resonance of the T2LT of the coil? Do you mean the choke, Nicholas? The coil, yeah. The air choke. I can show that. There's a chart by G3TXQ, the late silent key G3TXQ, who was another phenomenal, shall I say, guy who knew all about a lot, including chokes. And he basically produced a chart which tells you how many turns of coax you will need along a certain diameter to make an effective air choke for each frequency. When you make a choke like an air choke, like you do with a T2LT, it is only for a very narrow frequency range. That choke I've got on the 10 meter T2LT will not do anything much on 15 meters or 17 or 20. It might be alright on 12. And similarly, if you see my video on the 20 meter T2LT, there's about, Christ, I can't remember how many turns it is. 17, 20 turns around the 110 mil pipe. That's for 20 meters. So they're very frequency specific. So, but I can do a table. What else have we got? What about Kylie Minogue? Right, you know it. Yeah. Nick, have you ever built a helical vertical for HF? No, I haven't. And haven't. And 73 to Nick 2E0 NEK. You take care, mate. It's good to see you. Nicholas, I hate those air chokes. They get off resonance by environment. Do you mean possibly weather? I know that table. It is wrong. Or no, say not University of Playpool. Yeah, I mean, a better design, this last thing for T2LTs, is you might want to just make a good old-fashioned two-stacked choke that you would make anyway as a sort of choke. If you make your own little sort of choke, like a line isolator, all it is, like, is two... I can't remember, is it two 4053s stacked together, about 12 turns of RG58, and then literally that's all it is. Now something like that will have a high enough impedance from probably 20 through 10, maybe even 40 through 10 meters. So you could basically have any antenna. So that could take the place of the air choke, which means you can then swap the vertical element. So you can have a 10 meter element, T2LT element, and you can take that off and then screw in another one, maybe for 17, with the same choke. That's an option. Save you an awful lot of coax, wouldn't it, if you can do it like that? But that's something I need to experiment on and check. Okay, that's fine. Right, guys, 21 of you watching. I'm going to go and have my cup of coffee. Have a lovely weekend. The weather's lovely. Get out there and enjoy. If you can go portable or mobile, have a lovely time too. You might hear me later on 40 meters. I might have a little spin around again. But thanks for watching. Look after yourselves. And it's going to get messy. I'll go back into OBS and press the button. So it will look a bit amateurish right at the very end. If it hasn't looked amateurish already, it sure as hell is now. Take care. See you, Ray, Nick, and everybody else. And everybody else who said hello today. And we'll catch you again on another one. 7-3. And have a great day. I'm just going to click this button and it's all over, as they say.